Hello viewers, welcome back to my adventures. আমি queries দেখি আছো যে আমাৰ viewers current electricity ওপৰত সার্চ কৰি আছে and anyways আমাৰ next যেটো topic of our next unit যোনটো হয় হেতু current electricity হয়. So we are starting with the current electricity solutions of the question papers, previous question papers. আমি আজি 2022 physics paper খনৰ current electricity question আইছিলে সেই question বোৰ আমি start কৰো. Okay, মই এইখিনিতে কথা এটা কৈ থব বিচাৰিছো যে আমাৰ ভিডিওবোৰ চাই যদি আপোনালোকৰ লাভ হৈছে তেতিয়া হলে প্লিজ লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব the channel and please share our videos. Okay, আমি আগবাঢ়ো এতিয়া question number 1b. Question number 1b যোনটো আছিল question number 1b টো হল which of the following options expresses Wheatstone bridge principle as given in your textbook. So as given in textbook বুলি কোৱা কাৰণে মই একেবাৰে textbookৰ পৰা স্ক্ৰিনশ্বট লৈ ললো. ইয়াত এটো পেজ নম্বৰ 119 আৰু page number 119 of the textbook. Yet is the equation 3.83a will ase a to equation a to here dunia ke diya ase r2 by r1 equal to r4 by r3 when balance condition boli koa hai etia or null deflection when the current through this galvanometer a at 0 current thake ig, this ig will be equal to 0 all jetia a ig to 0 hobo ya ami ei condition to paam. Okay, the condition given in the textbook is r2 by r1 equal to r4 by r3 into amak question paper g2 diya ase question paper ami likhisu je r1 by r2 equal to r3 by r4 boli diya ase all so just reciprocal hoise belege ko difference nai. So this is the correct answer to question number 1b. Okay, next we move to question number 2b1. So question number 2b1 to hoise are the following diagrams equivalent? If yes or no, calculate the equivalent resistance between the points A and B in the figure 2. All a second figure to mark resistance to uliabole koise. Ami ya eta bostu saw je majot jodi connect kori diu moi eta separate diagram banai thaisu yat equivalent hoy na nohoy etu uliabole ami prothomote resistance to uliai saw duitare. All yat obvious kotha hoy je prothom to ulai ase resistance kiman hobo. In the figure 1 we have duta resistance 4 ohm and 4 ohm duta parallel ase all. So in figure 1 we have 4 ohm and 4 ohm parallel, so this will give us 4 into 4 by 4 plus 4, so that is 16 by 8 equal to 2 ohm. Okay, so 2 ohm is the resistance between A and B in the first diagram. Second diagram to ki ase second diagram to amak koile je there is a wire connecting the two resistances at the midpoints all. So the midpoint to join koru tetia hole ami ei duta resistance 4 ohm resistance to eneka bhag hoy jabo. This 4 ohm resistance will split into two 2 ohm resistances eta a2 all thik ekata bostu amar all follow hobo. The lower resistance will be split into two 2 ohm resistances. Okay, so basically eneka hole amar এই দুটা 2 ohm resistance parallel combination এটা বনে আৰু এফালে এই দুটা 2 ohm combination হল এই দুটা এটা parallel combination আৰু এই দুটা resistance এটা parallel combination বনে এই দুটা parallel combination আকৌ পিছত আমি সিরিজত পাই আছো. ওকে, সো আমি তেনেকে হলে টোটাল resistance কিমান পাম এটা মই ৰাফত কৰি চাইছো আগতে. ঠিক আছে, এটো এনেকুৱা হ'ব 2 parallel 2 হল ফার্স্ট সিরিজ combination টো কাৰণে এটোৰ কাৰণে parallel combination টো কাৰণে তাৰপিছত in series তাৰ লগত আৰু এটা parallel combination আছে 2 parallel 2. Okay, so এটো কিমান আহিব this is 2 ohm parallel 2 ohm এটো 1 ohm আহে কেনেকৈ আহে হেতু আগতে এই ইয়াত সেম ফৰ্মুলা টো ইউজ হ'ব হল এই ফৰ্মুলা টো ইউজ কৰি আমি 1 ohm পাইছো আৰু এইফালে আমি 1 ohm পাইছো. So 1 plus 1 I have 2 ohm. Okay, so what I see is that the equivalent resistance between the points A and B in both the cases are equal. So since the resistances are equal, on that basis moi koisu je these two diagrams are equivalent. Okay, so my answer to jeta likhi jam moi prothomote eru kotha likhim je yes the diagrams are equivalent. Okay, তাৰপিছত সেকেন্ড পাৰ্ট যোনটো আছে সেকেন্ড পাৰ্ট টো অলৰেডি আমি সলভ কৰি থৈছো ৰাফত কিন্তু প্ৰপাৰলি যেটা লিখিব লাগিব মই লিখিবলৈ কাৰণে এটা আৰ্গুমেন্ট দি লৈছো আগতে মানে কি কাৰণে আমি এনেকৈ লৈছো এই কাৰণটো মই আগতে কৈ লওঁ. So we see that the resistance, the equivalent resistance in both the cases are same. So hetu basis of my duta circuit diagrams equivalently follow. Okay, so next we move to the question number 2b, second option 2b2. So yat amak sida city eta question odise, what will be the total charge in a conductor having length L, diameter D and electron density N respectively. Okay, so yat ami prothomote volume of the conductor kiman ase hetu par arambho koru. Okay, two tinta step ot amar bostu dekhabo. Prothomote ami volume of the conductor to saw. I denote it by V, which is equal to I R square to hobo amar D by 2 square and L. Okay, so I can write it as pi D square L by 4. Etu amar volume to ahile. Then I mean next ki korim, total number of electrons kiman ase. If the electron density is N, then the total number of free electrons boli koa to common correct na hobo. So you can have total number of free electrons boli koisu. Total number of free electrons is, suppose capital N boli diu, this is the number density of electrons, free electrons multiplied by the volume. So V2 my equation number 1 over the loy aho etiale N pi D square L by 4 will be the total number of free electrons. Okay, equation number 2 will do. So iman kita jodi electrons ase, if the charge carried by one electron is E, total charge kiman hobo? Total charge in the conductor is Q boli amak dise. So Q is equal to total number of electrons multiplied by the charge of each electron. So this is equal to N pi D square L E by 4. Question number 3 boli to etu amak hodisile, etu amar answer to. Okay, so this is question number 2b. Then we move on to question number 2c1. 2c first part to etu explanation hoy, yat amak one likhibo lagibo. Actually kono derivation ba kono mathematics nai yat, moi yar karon to koi disu. Okay, so the question was explain why potentiometer is suitable than a voltmeter for measuring EMF of a cell. Ta karan to simple karan hoy moi korisu. Karan to hol je when we are connecting a voltmeter across the terminals of a cell, then the cell is actually in a closed circuit. Closed circuit of thaka lagile ki hobo ami EMF napam, ami potential difference eta pam between the two terminals. Okay, so the voltmeter is now actually measuring the potential difference between the two terminals of the cell, and this value is always lower than the EMF. So that is what the voltmeter will do. Into moi jodi potentiometer eta connect, potentiometer eta use koru, then that potentiometer is a null method device. So null method to ki hoise, ami jetia potentiometer to balance thakibo, balance condition ot ami ki dekho je it does not draw any current from the cell. So basically kotha to enko ase, effectively the cell is in open circuit. So tar pora jodi kono current draw kora hoy na, it is in open circuit. To open circuit condition ot ami jetu terminal potential difference paisu, that is the EMF. That is I actually mean that the potentiometer will measure the terminal potential difference or the EMF more accurately as compared to the voltmeter. Okay, so this is the answer to question number 2c1. Now we move to question number 2c2. Okay, so question number 2c2 etu eta numerical hoy. So amak dia ase eta 10 meter long potentiometer wire having a resistance 18 ohm. If the two ends of it are connected to a battery of 5 volt, calculate the potential drop per unit length. Well, even internal resistance of the battery is 2 ohm. Okay, so first of all I begin with the given data. Well, amak external resistance to ase, external resistance to denote so RD is equal to 18 ohm, and the internal resistance of the battery is 2 ohm. Okay, and then the EMF ase, this is 5 volt, and amaki dia ase length of the wire, dia ase length of the wire is 10 meter. Aru kiba dia asle niki, aru to nai dia, amar iman khini data dia asle. তো আমাক এতিয়া ইয়াত দৰকাৰী নহয় সাৰ্কিট ডায়াগ্ৰাম এটা বনোৱাটো কিন্তু মই বনাই দেখাইছো কোৱেশ্চনটো অকমান ভালকে বুজি পাবলৈ আমাৰ ইন্টাৰনাল ৰেজিস্ট্যান্সটো ক'ত সোমাব আৰু যদি কোৱেশ্চনটো লগত ডায়াগ্ৰাম এটা দিয়ে দেন ইট ইজ মোৰ প্ৰিফাৰেবল কিন্তু দৰকাৰী বুলি নহয় তো এইটো মোৰ পটেনশিওমিটাৰ সাৰ্কিট ডায়াগ্ৰাম জেনেৰেলি এনেকৈ থাকে আৰু পুৰণা কিতাপবোৰ এনেকৈ পাব to point A to point B. Now between these 2 points amak eta battery connect kora hoise etu 5 volt or battery aru yar eta internal resistance ase internal resistance to 2 ohm. Okay, so whenever we are showing the internal resistance ami ki kono battery to logot internal resistance to eneke eta box or bidar dekham hol etu and then we will mention 5 volt EMF and 2 ohm internal resistance ekelage and jetu internal resistance ase hetu 18 ohm boli dia ase aru length to 10 meter boli dia ase ekini amar given data ase etia ami prothomote ki uliabo lagibo potential drop per unit length uliabole amak ei duta pointer majot potential to kiman ase hetu uliabo lagibo so hetu ma directly uliabo noaru etia since there is also a potential drop across this 2 ohm resistance internal resistance je ase yato eta potential drop hoy to hetu karone moi prothomote current to uliam systematically step by step jaum prothomote moi current in the circuit to uliam or current in the circuit is tuma I bodi note kono mo koto calculation no kono mo relation gita banai jam I is equal to kiman hobo E by total resistance kiman ase the total resistance here is the external resistance plus the internal resistance. Okay, so this is an expression for the current. Next ami ki korim mi etia potential drop across the potentiometer uliam hol so voltage across potentiometer is V subscript AB boli diu etu kiman hobo this is V is equal to IR the I2 jitu current flow hoy ase hol ei current ami expression only uliai thosu I times R. Okay, now substituting the expression for I from equation 1 I have R by R plus R times E etu hobo the voltage drop across the potentiometer hol gute voltage ami gute E voltage to napao because some part of E will drop across the internal resistance the remaining will drop across the potentiometer and that remaining value is iman equation number 2 boli dithom. Okay, now next ami voltage drop per unit length to uliabo lagibo so voltage drop per unit length to uliabole ami etu V boli denote koru etu the voltage drop between AB divided by the length of AB hol so ami yat simply expression kita substitute kori goi asu eku kora nai etia dei ami yat simply etu bahai diu R by R plus small r times E by L hol so etu amar voltage drop per unit length etu uliabo laisil yat ke ami simplify kori boli eku nai etia so ami eta value kita bahai dau hol so value kita R is equal to 18 তলত আহিব 18 plus 2 আৰু এফালে E is equal to 5 আৰু L is equal to 10 meter হল তো বাকি এটো আমাৰ কি বনিলে 18 by 20 into 5 by 10 তো ইয়াক আমি সিম্পলিফাই কৰি আনিলে আলটিমেটলি আমাৰ ফাইনাল ৰিজাল্ট আহিব 0.45 volt per meter এটো আমাৰ potential drop per unit length. Okay, now we move to the next question. Question number 3B1. A2 Kirchhoff's law application I show that the current in each resistor of the following diagram is 0. The diagram over dia ase mur ako akibole eku nai so ei diagram tu abi dekho yat ami ki korim A point to ase B point to ase C G and H hol so A2 eta loop lo moi eneke jam hol eta etu loop then B C F G etu eta loop moi yat moi eneke sam and then last of C D E F yat moi eneke jam. Okay, ei resistance kita dia ase 10 ohm 10 ohm 10 ohm ke aru current kita dia ase the current through this 10 ohm resistance from the B to G is I1 current through the second 10 ohm resistance from C to F is I2 from G to E from D to E is I3 hol so amak actually ki goise je ei tinta current I1 I2 and I3 all are equal to 0 hol so ei tinta separately 0 boli ulabo lagibo amak etu uliya rakhabo lagib so ami ki korim solution we will start from the first loop hol from A B G H of arambho korim okay applying KVL Kirchhoff's voltage law to loop A B G H কি হবো ইয়াত মই চাও যে from A to B যাওঁতে এই যেটো আমি EMF সোর্স পাইছো এই EMF সোর্স তো মই পজিটিভ টার্মিনাল তো বা হমাই নেগেটিভ টার্মিনাল পাও লাগিছো হল সো এটো -3 তাৰ পিছত এই যেটো সেকেন্ড আমাৰ EMF সোর্স তো আছে মই নেগেটিভ টার্মিনাল লগা পজিটিভ টার্মিনাল লগাইছো সো +3 ঠিক আছে সো আমাৰ এই দুটা তো 0 হৈ থাকিব দেন I have অকল এটাই ৰেজিস্ট্যান্স আছে ইয়াত হল there is a 10 ohm resistance and current through this 10 ohm resistance is I1 so the voltage drop across this 10 ohm resistance is 10 I1 okay so yet ki dekhisu 10 I1 is equal to 0 which obviously gives I1 equal to 0 all question number 1 so B to G a branch to ami current to 0 palo all yet eto mar hoy gol current 0 next ami second to ki kori asu eke approach to lom follow pra goi thakim eta pa eta applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to loop B C F G hol eta ami ki kori asu prothomote eta resistance paisu ei 10 ohm resistance to ase etu 10 ohm resistance second 10 ohm resistance to majodi I2 current flow ase so 10 I2 plus na hobo minus hoy jabo etu hol because we are going in the opposite direction of current hol ami current or opposite direction if I sai asu to hekane minus then I1 equal to amar EMF source keta ase eta 3 volt ase same agor nisna -3 hoy jabo aru tolor jotu ase etu +3 hoy jabo hol so now I have 10 I2 minus 10 I1 since I1 is equal to 0 8 term na thakibo I have 10 I2 equal to 0 which also gives I2 equal to 0 equation number 2 duta hoy gol last to same idea same approach applying tolori small side of likhi disu de no diagram to ko upor gusi jabo so applying Kirchhoff's voltage law to C D E F G D E F even I have same 10 I3 minus 10 I2 equal to E minus 3 so since I2 is equal to 0 I have 10 I3 equal to 0 this gives I3 equal to 0 number 3 hence we have from equations 1 2 and 3 therefore I1 equal to I2 equal to I3 all are equal to 0 complete all so there will be no current flowing through any of the resistance eta ma proof korbo lage complete hoy next ami move koru to the last electricity question in this paper what do you mean by mobility of mobile charges means jun free charges which can move okay whether it is positive or negative so that mobility is expressed as given below where the symbols have their usual meaning okay so depending on the mark mo bahut besi digol no yak 1.5 mark ase so 1.5 mark karone mo sutike likhi asu okay so now upor gita prothom to hol eta definition so definition to ami enege di asu mo definition to hole likhi diu so the mobility of mobile charges is the magnitude of drift velocity they acquire when a unit electric field is applied across the conductor okay so whenever we apply an electric field across a conductor it is the mobile electrons will acquire a drift velocity and net velocity in the direction of the electric field or opposite direction of the electric field it depend korise on the charge of charge polarity okay কিন্তু ইয়াত আমাক সেকেন্ড পাৰ্টটো যে হুদিলে whether it is a positive quantity or negative quantity মই এটো ইয়াত ক্লিয়াৰ কৰি দিম যে whether we are discussing about the mobility of electrons মানে negative charges or holes যেটো আমি পিছত গমে পাম semiconductors মানে positive charge হক বা negative charge হক আমি mobility to সদায় এটা positive quantity পাও কি কাৰণে positive quantity পাও তাৰ কাৰণটো এই definition টোতে ঘুমাই আছে just অকমান মন কৰক we have written here magnitude of drift velocity all so since it is the magnitude of drift velocity not the drift velocity itself all so magnitude to ami jeta loi asu tetia amar sign to cancel out hoy jabo so ultimately ami mu equal to e tau by m etu form je ahibo all a form dot anibole karone ami ya definition to start koru all etu amar third part of the question from the definition আমি কি পাও the mobility mu is equal to magnitude of drift velocity divided by the electric field intensity all so etia question number 1 boli dito electric field drift velocity expression to ki hoy now vd is equal to electronic charge relaxation time and electric field intensity divided by mass so eto amar mobility sorry ki drift velocity expression simply substituting the expression 2 in 1 substituting 2 in 1 we get mu equal to e tau e by m divided by e gives us e tau by m question number 4 all der mark asile etu part ot he karone moi drift velocity definition to jota hai mane mobility in terms of drift velocity tar para start koilu tinta equation likhilu all moi gote drift velocity derive kori ani tar pisot bole mobility in se kora nai mark opor kotha jodi muk der mark or jagat suppose muk 5 mark one dile ta 3 mark dile tetia holo mo derivation to korilu all kisom jagat opman conjus bonna porta hai to जैसी हक्ति वैसी भक्ति देर मार्कर क्वेश्चन आছিলে তো দেৰ মাৰ্কৰ কাৰণে মই ইমান খিনি লিখিলো হল তো দিস ইজ দা কমপ্লিশন অফ দি আনসার আমাৰ এই কারেন্ট ইলেক্ট্ৰিসিটি যিটা क्वेश्चन আছিলে 2022 পেপাৰত এইটা আমাৰ কমপ্লিট হল নেক্সট আমি 2021 ত পৰীক্ষা হোৱা নাছিলে 2020 যিখন ফিজিক্সৰ পেপাৰ আছিলে তাত কারেন্ট ইলেক্ট্ৰিসিটি क्वेश्चंस বোৰ আমি এটা সলিউশনস বোৰ ডিসকাস কৰিম আৰু যদি ভিডিওবোৰ ভাল পাই আছে যদি ভিডিওবোৰ বা লাভ হৈ আছে তেতিয়াহলে মই আকৌ কৈছো প্লিজ সাবস্ক্ৰাইব টু আৱাৰ চেনেল প্লিজ লাইক our videos and share our videos thank you